Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, Big Santana at it again. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. Here, where we talk about everything from politics to culture, entertainment, and everything in between. You heard me? Hey, we gonna talk about it. Let's motherfucking talk about it again. You heard me? Hey, look, man. So I've been getting a lot of you want a feature? You want a feature, dude? I've been getting a lot of that's hard. I'm in all black, my dog all black. You hear me? Hey, shout out to a shot of Shakur, man. You hear me? Ashadu alayhi wa Allah Muhammadan Rasul Lahum Muslimun. You know, first, man, let me give a shout out to Asada Shakur. Shada Shakur is the innovator. You understand me? She's an innovator, a true rebel, a true revolutionary who paved the way, you know what I'm saying, for political consciousness in the United States. Assata Shakur, for those of you who don't know, she's the godmother of Tupac Shakur. She's been exiled in Cuba for over 40-some years. I believe it was in 67 that she went in exile. She killed two police officers in a political rebellion in 67 on the New Jersey Turnpike. Ran over to Cuba. She was broke out of prison and ran over to Cuba. Shout out to Assata Shakur and the whole 60s movement. You understand what I'm saying? In the words of Brother Fred Hampton, you can jail the revolutionary, but you can't jail the revolution, and it's essential that we maintain some form of political consciousness in today's age. And so I want to give a special shout out and give her flowers because she paved the way for the women liberation movement and for a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying? So shout out, you know what I'm saying? Come Black August next year, you know what I'm saying? Fast an hour or two in the name of Conrad Assata, you know? Salute. So people been on my top. They been on my top, man. They been on my top about this polyamorous thing. I push polygamy. You know what I'm saying? And finally, you know what I'm saying, I'm in a polygamous relationship. Alhamdulillah, you know what I'm talking about? But this is the thing. It ain't no sexual thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to talk about. I want to smile on it a little bit more. It ain't always about no sex, man. That's what people get this thing misconstrued with. Some niggas that made that thing about sex. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we went wrong. When you study us as a people, it was the Europeans who brought monogamy to our culture. When you study ancient Africa and you go back and you study the original people, the Aborigines, you know what I'm saying? We was a nomadic, polyamorous people. You know what I'm saying? It was the European that brought monogamy and unity into the picture. Unity was fucked ancient Africa. Unity was fucked us up. I'm gonna go out there and say it. I ain't pushing no unity. I ain't pushing no unity because some of us need to be separated. Everybody can't be united. You understand what I'm saying? Every motherfucker ain't gonna get along. So it's essential for some of y'all to be over there and for some of us to be over there. It's essential. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we fucked up when we did that. I was just telling my little comrade the other day. Unity, when you study the roots of unity in the African people, nigga, the original back door started in Africa. When the Portuguese and the Arabs was heavily involved in the slave trade. See, come on. You got to know your history, gang. You got to know your history about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing that picture right there. That's me at 17 years old. I got that picture painted when I was 17 years old. That's one of the founders of the Black Panther Party. My level of consciousness has been elevated for a long time when it comes to political thinking. That's me at 17 years old. I got that portrait painted at 17 years old. My auntie gave me that. I sent it home when I was like 17 years old. My auntie gave it to me as a birthday gift. Best gift. You know what I'm saying? But that picture from then, when I was 17 years old. So understand the mind process. I ain't got no hood shit off in there. Ain't no 21 on that motherfucker. On my headband, it's the African content. And I'm sitting in front of because I'm paying homage to those who came before me. That's Conrad Huey P. Newton of the Black Panther Party. But, so I'm telling you what I'm speaking about. I ain't speaking about no shit I don't know about. I'm talking about years of study and contemplation. But so I'm speaking as an authority on this matter. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to elevation of the mind, when it comes to revolutionary thinking, when it comes to political thinking, when it comes to consciousness of the people, I'm speaking with authority. I ain't talking about no shit that I heard, no conversation that I just had with a nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about some real shit. You know what I'm talking about? But again, so I'm saying all of that to say this shit. I'm a history bluff. I'm a history bluff. And I'm a proletarian. Let me tell you something. The revolutionary in his elemental stage is a supremacist. He's a supremacist. He's a nationalist. He only want to see his race excel. But that's the shit that the bourgeois class then demonstrated to keep us down. That's the shit that they done perpetuated to our psychology, that they done indoctrinated to keep niggas like me and you down. You see what I'm saying? That's the shit that they done. So that you can stay on this ignorant shit talking about this hunky this cracker that. And so that this European can stay in the mindset of this nigga, this coon this. You see what I'm saying? Because when you kill that cracker for being a cracker, they got a place for your ass. They got a place for you, gang. You understand what I'm saying? You just gonna be another racist hunky in the penitentiary with a bunch of tattoos on, eating the same food that I eat. You gotta lock down when I lock down. You gotta shower when I shower. Ain't gonna be no difference. You gonna be reduced to a nigga. The same thing that you hate, you gonna be treated as if. Let's be clear. Let's be clear about this demonstration. Let's be clear. The same thing that you hate, you're going to be reduced to. When you kill this cracker for being a cracker, they're going to punish you double. Not only did you kill a white nigga, but you killed a white one. So we're going to punish your ass double. See, you niggas got it all misconstrued. We got this shit all wrong, gang. We got this shit all wrong. You see what I'm saying? The bourgeois class success is incumbent on me tripping off you being white and you tripping off me being black. This shit ain't about that. This shit is a class struggle, not a race struggle. You see what I'm saying? See, when you look at it in terms of that, let's look at it in terms of racism. Jay-Z white, Tyler Perry white, Barack Obama white. When you look at it, because they recognize bread, gang. They recognize bread, class. Either you in this higher class, this middle class, or this lower class. I had one of my mentors, one of my teachers. He told me, he said, "Hey, old man." They call me old man, right? He said, "Old man, it's a difference between lower class, middle class, and the bourgeois class. Bourgeois, see, let me break something down to you, because a lot of you niggas be using terminologies and slang and don't even know where it come from. We ignorant people. We don't really even know where a lot of our sayings and terminology come from, where it's rooted at. So let me explain to you the terminology for bourgeois, right? When you call a nigga bougie, when you call a female bougie, that's an abbreviation for bourgeois. Bourgeois mean upper class, high maintenance. So listen. It ain't much, but it's a little game. So when you calling a motherfucker bougie, my bitch is as bad as bougie. Whipping up work with the Uzi. Yeah, bourgeois. I bet you them niggas can't tell you that. Nigga talk about my bitches is bad and bougie. No, your bitch ain't bougie, my nigga. Your bitch lower class. Your bitch lower class. You don't know what the terminology bougie come from. You don't know where they come from. But, again, I'm dropping a little game. The terminology bougie is an abbreviation for bourgeois. When you look up the word, it's going to be spelled bourgeois. A lot of niggas ain't going to be able to pronounce it. They'll say bourgeois. I had a nigga come to me years ago and say, "What's this word? Is this word bourgeois?" No, my nigga, that's bourgeois. When you look it up in the Webster Dictionary, it'll break it down to you, and you'll see W-A-Z, bourgeois. It's pronounced like it got a Z in it, but that's where the terminology bougie comes from. But this struggle that we fighting, it ain't a struggle between black and white, my nigga. What we dealing with is a class struggle. And when you start looking at things in terms of class, you might be in trouble or you might not. But trust me, you woke. This shit ain't Donald Trump don't. Oh, he exonerated Lil Wayne. Them niggas is in a different class, bro. They no longer in the lower class or middle class. Them niggas is in the bourgeois class. Them niggas got millions of dollars. But I don't want to get off track, though. I'm talking about polygamy, gang. I don't want to get off track about what I'm talking about. So, hey, look. I had a couple rings. My boy got stolen here. I said, no, I got objectives right now. You hear me? I'm on a mission. I ain't even finna buy no more. You hear me? I can afford it, but hey, you know how it be. You got to prioritize this thing. But again, though, I don't want to get off track. I'm talking about this polygamy thing. A lot of niggas sexualize polygamy. This is the harsh reality, and I looked it up. 82%, federal statistics, 82.2% of women in the United States that's in a monogamous relationship deal with infidelity. The reality of it is 82% of us in the United States, you gonna share your nigga whether you like it or not. You gonna share your nigga whether you like it or not. I'm gonna play the devil advocates, right? I'm gonna play the devil advocates on this particular subject. So boom. What I'm saying is this here. Polygamy alleviates infidelity. Polygamy alleviates infidelity. Yeah. Listen. Polygamy means having more than one spouse. Either you got two men or you got two women. Some niggas, not my cup of tea, right? They allow they wives to have other husbands. So look. Motherfucker said to me, she said, hey, so, okay, you want two wives. You want me to have a sister wife. What if I want you to have a brother husband? I said, bitch, you gonna be paying for a brother's funeral. Bitch, you gonna be paying for a brother's funeral. But look, I won't make a joke of the situation, but the reality of it is this. If I'm selling gobblers, and it's a $50 gobbler, and if I say for this $50 gobbler, I want $200, you can't tell me how to price my product. If you real, if you a boss, nigga, either you want it or you don't. If I want it, I'm gonna pay your price. If I don't want it, I ain't gonna buy it. This thing worked the same way. If I say, hey, look, I want a polyamorous relationship, love. Either you gonna accept that shit or you ain't. These are my conditions. You say, hey, look, I ain't sharing no dick. I understand that. And I ain't saying you wrong for wanting your own. Subconsciously, I'm saying you uninformed. But that's my opinion, and my opinion ain't your truth. Facts, church. My opinion ain't your truth. Just like your opinion ain't my truth. I can give a fuck about it. Man, I hate cussing and stuff because my grandma and them be watching my stuff. I'm sorry, but I got to speak the language of the people. In order to rectify the people, you must come as the people. So anybody who watching who shouldn't hear me cuss or use this type of language, again, charge it to my heart, my head and not my heart. I love y'all. But, bitch, you got a decision. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't saying you wrong for wanting you two niggas. Just like I don't feel wrong for wanting two women. But this thing ain't about sex, gang. This shit is about getting ahead in life and building a village, building a foundation. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I'm a beast alone. I'm a monster alone. With a strong woman behind me, my nigga, I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable with a strong woman behind me. But with two women behind me, two strong women, two strong women behind me, my nigga, I'm invincible. I'm invincible. Let me tell you something. Let me break something down to you. Let's get down to the mathematics of this thing, right? Because this is what's important too, right? Let's get down to the mathematics, right? I don't give a fuck what city you in. $1,200, a nigga can live like a king. People can live like a king. If you can afford $1,200 a month with ease, on just rent, right? On just rent. You got 3 streams of income. Let me tell you what statistics say, because I'm all about numbers. I'm all about numbers. I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder. I crunch numbers. I crunch numbers like Chip. Let me tell you something about numbers. Let me speak on numbers for a minute, right? Boom. If statistics say this here, No billionaire has ever became a billionaire with a single stream of income. Come on now. Come on. No billionaire. Reiterate that, gang. No billionaire has ever became a billionaire with a single stream of income. Billionaires become billionaires because they have multiple streams of income. Multiple don't make reference to couple or few. Multiple streams of income. No billionaire has ever became a billionaire with a single stream of income. With 3 streams of income in one household, we have the potential to become billionaires. Why in the fuck wouldn't give that a shot? Why wouldn't I give that a shot? Why wouldn't you give that a shot? But you tired of struggling. You see what I'm talking about? But you tired of struggling. But you won't heighten your chances to become a billionaire. Like, make that shit make sense. Come on, cause let's talk about it. Comment. Speak on it. Speak on it. Let's be real. Let's be real. Right? Boom. Let me see. 12 divided by 3 is what? What's that? 350? I'm on liquor. Charge to my head, not my heart. But listen to this here. So boom. You got 3 people who putting $350 a month up for rent. And your rent $1,200, right? That's 13, what's that, 1350? You got 369, that's 9, that's 1150. So you divide that $25 up between the 3. We crunching numbers, right? 3 times 3 is 9, right? Rent $1,200. Right? That leave $300 left. So you got to divide that $300 up. Right? That's what, $400 a piece? That's $400 a piece. You got 3, I should have, boy, Go talk about me. Yeah, I'm talking about, get that off here because I should have did that so much faster. You got 3 motherfuckers, 1,200. 4 times 3 is 12. I should have did that. Yeah, you got me, guys. You got me. I'll take that. Talk about me in the comments. Talk about, yeah, nigga, you're a little slow. I'm cool with that. But blame on Duce. I'm on my blame it on blame it on alcohol, nigga. Fuck y'all. But yeah. That's $400 a piece. You understand what I'm saying? As a man, okay, boom. We got our objective. Everybody locked in on this shit. $400 a piece from each woman. Don't worry about the utilities. That's on me. Don't worry about the food. That's on me. Nigga, come on. Let's be real. Let's be real about that. Let's be real. Come on. Let's be real. The old adage that it takes a village to raise a child, that's rooted in polygamy, nigga. It takes a village to raise a child. That's rooted in polygamy. That old adage that it takes a village to raise a child is truly rooted in polygamy. Let's be clear about that. Let's be clear. Who is it? Who is it? Yes. Home.
Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I just
Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. I'm gonna finish this topic.